Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more XCOM2 War of the Chosen. We are here today with Operation Shackled Valley. We need to neutralize a field commander to stop a dark event for sealed armor, which would render all fire, acid, and the like useless against them. So, as a bonus, we do get an extra 250 supplies if we are lucky, and there's also apparently a resistance contact that is somewhere undercover for some kind of reward. So I guess we're going to head on out. We've got our squad fully set up, so let's get out there. Alright. Also too, this will be a very fun mission to try, as we have a couple of new armor sets. So we have the war suit, and is that it, or do we have a wraith suit? No. I think that's still in the proving ground. But either way, we have a fun one to try out, so we will definitely go ahead and use that. Alright. The question is, where will we be fighting?
From a resistance contact in the field. A high-ranking Advent officer was spotted moving through the area with limited escorts. This could be a chance for us to disrupt their current operations and throw off their command structure. Your orders are to eliminate that officer with extreme prejudice.
Okay. So apparently we're going to be in a small town in Advent Patrol Zone 10, outskirts of Kano. So I guess we are not in the sewers like last time. We're going to be fighting out in the open. And I guess if any civilians see, they can be inspired to fight back. We're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but we don't have an exact fix on their location. Sweep the area and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
Commander, I'm getting faint traces of a signal coming through. Someone on the ground is trying to reach us, but I can't make it out. Keep your eyes peeled for possible contacts down there.
Alright, so what's this? This is clearly the Advent burger sign. I think that's meant to say burger, not burger. Diner, special, coffee, open 5 till 10, lunch from 11 till 3. Interesting. And yeah, of course, we start on top of the Advent burger place. So let's just quickly check out what's lying around. Ooh, seems to be a bit in that direction. So maybe some height advantage could be good. The map doesn't seem to be going too far across here, so I think for us we're going to want to either set up on top of the roof, or maybe a sniper perch up there. Actually, where can you go? You can zip all the way up here. Okay. Well, we will hold off on that just for now. Let's go ahead and get our Reaper up and running. Let's bring her... Maybe if we bring her all the way up to this edge here, that will
it's not too far.
Show us what is available. Oh, okay, so we already have visual contact of something in the... Oh no. Oh, we did see? Okay, so there's an Archon hiding down there. Intriguing. Alright, well... guessing they're definitely going to be walking around, so maybe we do want to set up shop if possible. Let's send Sentinel up top as well. I think we'll just send everybody up here for now. Smash, let's bring you in the next best cover.
Stepping off.
Pancakes, how far can you run? Run a little bit further? Well then I guess that's what we will do with you.
Got it. Moving.
Deadbolt, you actually have a couple more choices because you can grapple. We could even go inside the building. Maybe we come back to you first. Last, I should say. Wildchild, do we dare pop a look through? No, I think we can afford it.
Got it covered.
I don't think that there's anybody inside this main building, but if that does get better eyes on our targets, that would be most appreciated. Alright, and Deadbolt. Oh, actually, there's a regular person just hanging around. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and... You know what? I think we might station you here. We shouldn't be revealed.
On it.
And potentially we might try and grapple over to the crane on the next turn if we are able.
Eyes peeled.
Alright. Let us see. Anybody? Nobody. Okay. And we cannot grapple up there. That is a shame. That would have been really cool if we could have done that. Mind you, I guess they've just kind of used it as a location piece, kind of like a setting, if anything. Oh! Okay, we do have eyes on the Archon. But he's not our target. Oh. There we go. There is a, it says we can target him. That's weird, but I think that's probably our resistance contact. Yeah. Maybe, where are we? We could run the whole way, potentially, with Elena. Do we try and do this? I don't think that there's really too much of a necessity. If we kill everybody on the field, we should probably count as being got anyway, so maybe we don't. And we look ahead and see if we can saddle up over here, maybe? I don't think that there's anyone in that immediate area. Just doing a cheeky little look. Yeah. Actually, before we do, maybe we move. Who could we move? Oh, there's no cover on this side at all. That's rather annoying. And you know what? There's a bunch of vision that we can see, so I'm guessing maybe that's where he's located. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and, since that's the case, how about we scout this out with Elena, since she has the smallest detection possible. Let's bring her... Let's bring her all the way over. I know it's kind of the opposite side, but no matter where we put her, it's going to be a dash, so we may as well just go ahead and take this.
Covering ground.
Also, it blocks the way up so they can't climb up, and of course, it's a stupid little thing there. Alright, well... Alright then, let's redistribute. I think maybe we just saddle up to the cross position. Oh. And we're spotted.
They know I'm here now.
Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. Alright, well the good news is they're clustered together. Pity is we do not have Elena to throw a claymore or anything of the sort. Alright, well what have we got? We could rocket launcher 4 to 7. Now let's see, does this take both our turns? Which suit of armor is Sentinel wearing? It looks like... Ooh, gotta be very careful on the... I think that's just the general exoskeleton. Yeah, and he's gonna have no cover too. That's really quite terrible. Alright, we're gonna need to deal with these guys fairly quickly. Let's zoom back out, because that is a very awkward otherwise. Okay, Pancakes, you have flamethrower. That only looks like a... We also have Reaper. What's this one? A melee attack for kills. That could be useful, but not right now. Let's go... I don't think we have too much of a choice. I think we should probably drop down into cover if possible. Pretty sure there's nobody indoors. So maybe we can... Yeah, we will have full vision if we stay from here. We do not have death from above. Yeah, okay, so we don't have death from above, so we may as well go ahead and pick up a better position.
If you say so.
Alright, just vandalizing the old place. Now, 98% shots, they're pretty good. I think we can take a lightning hands. Yeah, let's just take the 97 since we're here. Alright, 4 damage is not bad. And then... You know what, it's either a pistol shot, we may as well face off. That would bring both of them down to more manageable health pools. So let's go ahead and try that. He's got pretty good shots, and he does have full cover, so even if we're not quite successful, we should be in a much better position. Ooh, Talon rounds doing 9 damage on a pistol. That is amazing. Alright, what do we got here? Saturation fire on Wild Child, EMP, or a plasma grenade. Well, we could just... 6 to 7, that's not quite enough to deal with them. Although it would do a fair bit of work. Where could we move? Is there any locations that are better in here? Not particularly. Oh, we would have vision from there. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do then.
Whatever you say.
We're going to give up some of this high ground for favorable shots. Ooh, 63%. That's not amazing. But you do have... Oh, salvo, biggest booms. Oh no, we don't have the holo targeting. Oh well. We might come back to that. Smash. Yes, you do have holo targeting. So, given that we know that, let's bring you over here. I think that's a fair call. Unless there is some cover outside, that would be better. Question is it better? I do not think so. Alright, well, straight on in there we're going to go.
Clear.
Alright, so we have a 64 and a 60%. How much does our acid bomb do? 6 to 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough. I think we're going to have to take a shot. Let's go ahead on the... let's go on the 60%, because even if we miss, we will mark it, which will make it better than the other one. And if we do get a kill, we're more likely to hit the other fellow anyway, so... I think we're just trying to hedge our bets a little bit here. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Not necessarily what we wanted, but it will do. Wild Child. Yeah, here we go. 72%. That's far more favourable. Let's take a shot here. There we go.
Well, how about that?
And, oh, Sentinel, you still have a shot. And so does Pancakes. Right, now, what rank are we? I think that's the Colonel. Actually, we have 2 Colonels here, so I don't think it matters who takes this kill. Well then, let's just go with a slash attack. There we go, guaranteed a hit. Yeah, weapon accuracy 100, aim plus 80, 90, yeah, that's... I don't think we're ever going to come across a target that we cannot take down. So let's just chuck you here. This should give us the kill. It should also give us full cover from the other direction. I don't think we'll be flanked. Very good. Oh, and implacable. You know what? I think we're okay. I like your position. So let's just run Sentinel here into full cover. And he will take his free Overwatch. Yeah. Alright, extra move available. We are going to pass.
Eyes
then.
peeled.
Ooh, okay.
We're picking up an inbound Advent transport. The aliens are going to try and extract the general from the AO. Don't let them get on board that ship.
Heretics, come forth!
Alright, we have not seen this guy in some time. So he's got Soul Stealer, gaining health from nearby enemies when nearby enemies take damage. Ooh, that's rough. He's immune to melee, can summon stun lances. There's a chance for return fire on missed shots, and he gets better defense after the first attack of every turn. Alright, what else has he got? He does not like explosions, and he does not like skirmishes.
See the face of your ruin!
Well, that is unfortunate. I don't think we brought out mocks, so that's a bit of a pain
That's
in the
one
butt.
of the elders chosen, and it's not gonna make things easy on us. Let's try to take care of it as quickly as possible.
Alrighty, well, the good news is we know roughly where he is, and I think that's near a kaboom. So maybe, just a maybe, we might launch a frag grenade. Oh no, can't do that. Who has a rocket launcher? Outrider, probably not you, but who you bonded with, just so we remember? Oh, that's right, Smash. Okay. Sentinel, you know what? You do have a rocket launcher. We know he is... Was he in this building right here? I don't know. Maybe we try using our scanning protocol? Yeah. Let's just see what we're dealing with. That way, if we know, we can make some better decisions. Alright, so a bunch of civilians. Okay, there's a pod down here. Looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. That's what, a shield bearer, a mech. No, hang on, that's just a trooper. That's the mech. I don't know who this is. Maybe a, what is it? Not a Spectre, yeah, alright, we're not going to know that for sure. Alright, we could theoretically get a explosion on there, but I don't think that's necessarily the best. Well, let's go... We could do a capacitor discharge. Substantial electronic damage and potentially stunning all nearby units. If we did that, we could possibly... Yeah, no, I don't think we can hit that. Oh well. Oh, this is a pickle. And I'm guessing that is another officer of sorts. So then, who do we want to take on first? I think we should probably rotate right if possible. So we'll leave you here for now. Smash, maybe we bring you... We bring you here into... Oh, hang on a second. I accidentally hit the Windows key. Maybe we can send you... Blue move here. See if they scatter. Yeah, then we can use a grenade or something.
Alright, I'll go.
Alright, well, let's, still no good? Plasma grenade would take out our friend. That is not ideal. Pancakes. We could definitely put you into some trouble, but I don't think that's advisable. Let's go... Let's go double cover. At the very least, if they start running towards the exit site, we can take them on a little. Yeah, the question is, do we go half and full, or do we go double full? I think we might take double.
Absolutely.
Just for safety's sake. And we also have shield wall. Oh, that's right. Yeah, provide hide cover to your squad mates wherever you stand. If we move, that would cancel the effect. Okay. Deadbolt. Let's go... Where can you reach? We can go topside. You know what? I think that's as good as any other choice. And once again, I need to click with the right mouse button.
Grappling!
Or in this case, the left mouse button. Alright, let's go. Move up.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
Okay. This could be useful. This might make them scatter. We should be able to deal with this fairly well. Alright, he's going to overwatch. We have 100% on everybody. Actually, I think I saw that this is a bug where they keep on flashing red if they've been scanned instead of revealing properly. Alright, so we can do 100 on pretty much everybody. So what have we got? We have an officer, heavy mech, and a trooper. Alright, well, one thing at a time. Let's go... Oh, I know. What do you do? I think we're going to run you into full cover. Either that or we move her a blue move and then give the action to our friend over there. Actually, you know what? That'll do pretty good. We could take out a little bit of armor of the mech, and it would also... Yeah, get rid of some cover. I think that's as good as we can possibly get. Or at least while maintaining some degree of cover. Also removes Overwatch. Very nice. You, my friend, 64%. We probably want to save the grenade. Could take him out. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
Big deal.
Pancakes, you have a 75% shot on him. You know, all things considered, that's fairly good. Let's, yeah, let's take the shot.
Might be useful.
Oh, Hunter's Instinct? Very nice.
Only the best.
Your continued defiance of the Elders will only strengthen my resolve. I'm not sure you have the talent to properly wield that weapon.
Well, he is close, but I don't think we're going to do anything with that for now. Deadbolt, I think you can finish up. Is that enough to kill? Probably not. We could do with a little bit more damage first. We could fire twice with our pistol, because firing with our first shot no longer ends our turn. That would go to 4 to 7, so what, 8 to 14? Yeah, I think we'll try somebody else first. Let's run. Oh, we have no good positions at all. Maybe if we move blue here, we can then overwatch. Because realistically, she's not going to get him, and unless he comes closer, we're not going to be able to sort this out. So I think, yeah, and then there's of course the Warlock who could come in, or that other group further up. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and you do the EMP bomb. I think we hold off. And a plasma grenade is not going to reach, so yes. Overwatching is what we'll do. Outrider, let's run you. How far do we want to run? We could run all the way over here into half cover. Yeah, I feel like coming all this way is a little bit dicey. At least if this way we know the officer is there, we can at least take him out or make sure that we've flanked him appropriately. So let's put her here.
I must
Yeah.
move quickly.
I think that's a reasonable call. We're not going to get any
I've
shots with
located
her
the
anyway.
objective, Commander.
Ah, yes. There we go.
Target identity confirmed. That's the general. Take them out before they can escape. We won't get another shot at this.
A patrol is upwind.
Well, with any luck, the Chosen's going to come a little bit closer to our objective, and we can just blow them up together. Alright, well then... yeah, I think we're going to leave Pancakes yet again. We don't need to move him. He's got really good cover. Oh. Morale, how you doing? Oh.
Fill up.
That's unfortunate.
Your troops grow weary of your failures. Their blood is spilled in vain to the honor of no one.
Alright. We're gonna have to try and make him...
Rage grows as my kin allow themselves to fall at the hands of your meager forces.
It's one of the Elders chosen.
Yes, no, we know who you are. Oh my. That is terrible.
Damn it, one of our soldiers is down. They're vulnerable to the Chosen's attacks in that state. Get them back on their feet ASAP.
Alright, that mech is out of sight here. Yeah, we're not going to bother with this. Let's bring you... how far down did the wall come? Over there. Yeah, running and gunning would be super useful if we could get it. But I think we may just need to blue move her here. Yeah. We'll meet him at the exit, so...
As you order, Commander.
run you here. Right. Oh, bother. I right-clicked the door instead of left-click. But that sucks. I was going to open the door and see if we could throw a shrapnel grenade. Alright, what else have we got? We have a revival protocol. We have no capacity discharge. No restoration. Healing or reviving them as needed. That would be 2 turns. But you know what? I think we're going to go run into full cover.
Got it.
And then, here we go, reviving.
Hold still.
This should be free. I'm fairly certain it's free.
I had
Yes.
wondered if you would
Okay.
risk coming to save your ally. How courageous of you.
Now, what do we do from here? That is the question. Only 35% on him? That's not a great deal. Alright, what have we got? Smash. Possibly bring you all the way here. Question is, how far do your grenades go? So far we can get... what's that? That goes to the end of the end of the cover there. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles we need to move forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little dicey. But you know what? We're going to move here.
I'm going.
At least we have cover from the robot. You know what? Maybe this is what we do. Take him out of the game. It's a good chance. And let's just double check. Acid bomb, does that actually reach this far? No. Alright then, well then that solidifies what we're going to do. Let's take the shot. We need to get rid of that menace.
One down, thousands to
The
go.
death of these subordinates will prevent nothing.
Alright, Pancakes only has 1 turn. We could maybe run and gun. That would be something. Would get us closer, although if that goes off, that could be a bit of a trouble. Wild Child, no one can get up top. That is super unfortunate, because he doesn't even have cover there. Maybe, okay, maybe this is where we do use a revival protocol. Yeah, 35%. I'd rather just get... I'd get Deadbolt up and running instead. He has cover. We're not going to get flanked. We may as well make sure that our soldiers are not in unnecessary danger. Alright, so he has his 2 turns back. That's nice. Hang on. No vision on the Elder. We could from up here, and that is half cover. Does anyone have vision on the... on that explosive down there? You know what? I don't think he's going to come all the way in here, so maybe this is a fine piece of cover.
Seems doable.
It's a fairly awkward flank if he does try to take. Let's, okay, yeah, so we can only overwatch but a plasma grenade. Would that reach our enemy here? We are the slimmest of margins. That elevation has killed that. Alright, that's unfortunate. Well then, yeah, an EMP's not going to work. Let's just go ahead and overwatch.
Overwatch!
Pancakes, let's run and gun you.
Hunt him down!
We'll, send you up here.
On my way!
Full cover nonetheless. And we can get a pretty good shot. Not really, but we do have armor shredding, so this could be worth it. Well, oh well, the stock is somewhat useful.
I had expected nothing less than failure.
Air trigger, phenomenal. Let's try that again, but this time with a better perspective. Beautiful.
Let us begin then.
Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, target preview is pretty good.
Guess that'll be okay.
We do have Talon rounds as well, so 9 damage is not an impossibility. Not that that'll be enough to take him out, but 8 damage? Still, that is most respectable.
Your time will come soon enough.
Yeah. We don't mind him moseying along. Oh dear. He saw some pancakes and wanted to take a bite. That's unfortunate. Hey, that's useful.
The spirits convene.
Where are they? He's got like a little shield bubble around him.
Watch the flanks, they're moving!
That is not good. Bladestorm coming in. Very useful. Nice, nice. A very fatal funnel that doorway.
That's right.
Oh, hang on. They saw through a closed door. That is ridiculous. Oh well. Alright, he's almost down to size. Yeah, we can take that out fairly easy. Oh, another 2
Some new cover!
spectral thingamajiggies.
Let
Alright.
us see the grand strategies of XCOM's fabled commander.
Well, first of all, let's see. Yeah, you can target here. Yeah, that would definitely take out pancakes and Deadbolt. So, given that's the case, let's bring Deadbolt down first of all. Was that a safe location? Oh, bother. He won't have cover if he goes there. Okay. So I guess we got to put him behind the table or on that railing. Alright. Let's see where... There we go. I guess this is the blue move we're going to take then.
What's over there?
Now, yeah, that shield around him is a bit of... Yeah, we can't target him. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take out the spectral thingamajig. Very good. That's one down.
That's it!
Oh well, another one down.
Feel proud in having died for the glory of the elders.
Alright, there's one on top still. Maybe we could use Elena for this. Yeah, let's bring her here. She should be able to make this shot fairly well. Otherwise, who else can she shoot at? Only this guy. And it's not enough to kill. Okay, well... maybe we try something else then. Oh, remote start here, or here. Not good enough. Let's see. Sentinel. Who can you shoot at? 79%. A decent chance to crit, but again, bit of an odds game. Smash. What about you? You have blue screen rounds. Do these count? No. And no chance to crit either. That's rather unfortunate, actually. Alright, well, you know what? We can probably... oh, I know what we can do. If we go slash, we can take out one of these things. Let's go ahead and use... let's go ahead and use our Reaper ability.
I'll make it clean!
This way we can run up here, take the kill. There we go. And then come down, put damage on, and then save some extra explosions for this other dude. Yeah. Alright, so he's got... oh, wait, 1 health. We rolled low. Oh, that's garbage. Kill zone, we have a sting. We do have advanced teamwork, so maybe we use that. Let's use smash. Let's use... what is this? If we use a plasma grenade... yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything about him. We could put damage here, which again does feel wasteful, but... then with the second one, we can take a shot, and then we can get an action back, and then possibly get things done that way. Feels very suboptimal. Oh, hang on a second. We have... what is this? Dual strike. Yeah. Alright, you know what? That would actually do what we need. A standard shot. Well, let's see if that works. Actually, hang on a second. Can we go from cover with Elena? Yeah, let's use her... let's use her... what is this? Strike. There we go. That's pretty good. I can live with being revealed as well. It's not the end of the world. We have good cover. Oh, and we just did it ourselves.
For the Reapers!
Well... oh well.
The shadows fail us.
Alright, what do we got here? That's right. The explosion there. Does anyone have a stock blue screen rounds? Autoloader stock. There we go. Let's give you the shot. At least we'll get that kill. Hopefully that didn't take the floor out from under pancakes. No? Alright, yep, there he goes. Okay. No more of that. Let's go. 40% for 8 to 10. But I think this is better at the end of the day, so let's blow that up.
Trust in me will be rightfully shaken by the outcome of our recent encounters. But I will redeem myself.
We showed the Chosen that the Resistance is here to stay, Commander. Now we just have to find that thing and put it down for good.
Alright, well then, I guess we're going to go ahead and give some advanced teamwork to our friend here. Just so she's not left dangling out in the open. Yeah, no one can go ahead and take the bonus stuff, so yeah, let's go ahead and try that. There we go. We're a little far away for his flamethrower, so I'm not feeling too bad. And then maybe we just Overwatch here. We could try Claymore, we could try... Yeah, there's no good remote starts. Let's just set up an Overwatch.
I won't let them pass.
And we will do the same here as well.
Come get some.
There's nothing else we can really do. Alright, now we're taking shots on Deadbolt.
Incoming fire.
Close, but not quite good enough. Yeah, this will go well, because I'd assume the 15% would carry into her Overwatch.
Target's still up.
There we go. Standard distance view explode, please. Oh, wow.
They're trying to flank us!
This could be bad. Yep, that's bad. Or not.
There's no stopping this fire.
She set... Well, sorry. The Purifier set the place on fire, but... no actual... trouble. Huh. Alright, well then. Let's go ahead and... Pancakes, let's bring you in. We'll give you the melee. There we go.
By the numbers.
And then let's run you into full cover.
Heading out.
Why not? And then over here, I think this is probably the last guy. Wild Child. You can not reach there. Maybe we run you blue. Yeah, that seems fairly good. The only way they could get a flank is if they run out into the open, which I do not see happening. And then, where is Sentinel? I want to quickly get a hack done if possible. Scanning, restoration, capacitor. Huh. I thought he could hack one of the, I guess he needs one aside. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and find... Who is this? You need a level up. Launch an acid. Nope. Let's bring you here.
What's over there?
Yeah, smash is... Oh, you can even look at his aim, hack, will, and things. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well then, let's go ahead and launch a plasma grenade. Break him out of cover.
Grenade!
And I think we might be able to finish him off this turn. Yep. I don't think he's going to want to hang around there for long. Alright. Deadbolt, you need a promotion. Let's go ahead and give you a lightning hands. Nope.
Target's still up.
Actually, hang on a second. We wanted to try out one of our fancy new toys. That's over here. I guess Pancakes has already moved. Oh well. Deadbolt. Here you go. 94 is good enough. Or not.
Adjusting sights.
Okay, well I guess we've been doing fairly well so far, so... Let's just go... Grenade, finish him off. He's not going to survive through this. How on earth is he still alive? That is ridiculous. Alright, well, Elena, I guess this is totally on you now. Let's just run you here. You have everything you need.
Tell me.
And then, what are your odds? 97%? That hasn't been good enough. Let's just banish this guy to the depths,
This will
just
be
to make
the
sure.
end. Your friends will join you soon.
Menace 1-5, kill confirmed. That's how it's done. We have confirmation. Mission accomplished.
Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. So that's an excellent rating. Yeah, we did get hit by those micro missiles, which absolutely sucks, but hey. It should only take a day or two to recover, so I'm not concerned in the grand scheme of things.
The Advent Administration again reminds you that the recent assassination of an Advent civilian worker by the criminal organization known as XCOM is no cause for alarm. Advent peacekeepers have already moved to arrest those responsible.
Alright then, well, all things considered, a fairly decent run. Took out the warlock a little bit easier than I thought. I guess that's the reasons why you don't use a big fuel tanker as cover. Would have liked to grab that loot, but hey, sometimes when they're too far away, there is not much you can do. Alright, most damage to pancakes, most attacks to smash. We hit 75% of our shots. Most under fire was pancakes, and moved the furthest was our Reaper. All in all, a fairly typical showing, I would think.
Maybe the Elders hoped the Chosen's constant jabbering would drive us to surrender without a fight.
Alright, 2 days, 2 days. Deadbolt's getting a little bit tired, so we might rest him up for a bit. But again, if we can get more people at a higher level, that would be very good. Alright. Fantastic, 250 supplies. Let us see what we can do.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Let's go to the Proving
At one
Ground.
point, I thought about trying to bring in an Advent mech to see if we could integrate the Gremlin AI. The idea being to bolster our staff with robotic assistance. I eventually decided not to bring it up to Central or Tygan, at least not until things settle down some.
Yeah, okay, so we need more cores to make that work.
Commander?
Let's go to building items. What can we see and what can we do? Oh, sharpshooter upgrade. Yeah, that's definitely what we're picking up right now. That will be very, very nice. And then I think we can sit back on the rest. Yeah, we have 63 supplies, a little bit of extra power. Still need a new building. Actually, what is our power relay? Can we do any more? We need 150 supplies. Okay. So we do need a little bit more there, and then we can build... What do we need? Shadow chamber. Yes, that will be what we are after. Definitely going to be some endgame stuff there. Alright, let's go Scilabs. Again, we cannot do this. We also need a rookie. So then I guess we may as well just run up here and see what we can do. Alright, scientist. No, thank you. Normally I would say yes, but I think we have better things to do, like building a relay.
Closer every day. You've left quite the trail of destruction. At this rate, I'll be touring the Avenger in no time.
He sounds awfully confident for someone who's
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the Resistance.
whose siblings can't actually keep up with us. So let's go ahead and assign new actions. Let's go ahead and what do we do? Not an engineer. I don't think the intel... Oh, actually the intel could be useful. Scientists, infiltrations, avatars. Interesting. Yeah, realistically, it's either the avatar progress, or we go after the hunter. Maybe we just pick up... I would like the intel, but I think we can just go ahead and do... What's this one? 6 days? 7 days? Yeah, let's just do the quick one. We'll get that underway. hacking for a sergeant. Let's go... I think Olsen is our specialist who would do the best. Oh, hang on a second, sorry. Was it Olsen? Either that or that's right. We have Brad. Yes, Shifter. But he's not as high up, so I think we're just going to go ahead and give it to our specialist, Olsen. Regular soldier, let's go ahead and bring out... Let's bring out David Martin, and we'll give a couple of supplies. Alright, let's go ahead and set that off.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Alright, and we will continue building this radio relay. Buff up our income just a fraction. And I'm guessing that's forward progress
Commander,
for them.
The aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project.
Yeah.
If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Not too much of an issue.
Another important step forward in our research.
Alright, chrysalid autopsy is complete.
Even my own intellectual curiosity is not enough to overcome my doubts as to whether or not it was really a wise decision for our troops to bring this particular specimen on board the ship.
An inherently terrifying and unpleasant species to encounter by surprise, I can only admire our troops for their courage in dealing with the species known as the chrysalid. Mirroring the general form of a common arthropod, immediately noticeable is the sleek armored exoskeleton protecting its segmented body. Of particular concern for our troops are the honed points of the chrysalid's fangs and legs, capable of inflicting critical injuries on their own. They also allow for the creature's gruesome means of rapid reproduction in the field. Although Central Officer Bradford insists that he witnessed a different, equally invasive means of chrysalid gestation during the earliest days of the war, there is no evidence that such attacks still occur today. Unfortunately, from what he's described, I would say the aliens have actually evolved the process into a more efficient and deadly solution. The chrysalids we see today inject a venom that immediately begins softening the structure of the victim's internal organs, preparing the subject to serve as both the material for a gestational cocoon and as a ready supply of nutrients for the chrysalid young. Should the victim fail to receive medical support and expire, the cocoon will form shortly thereafter. Assuming the cocoon is not destroyed during the initial gestation period, we can expect up to 3 chrysalid young to emerge after an impressively short period of growth. Recent reports from the field indicate some form of burrowing behavior, perhaps another evolution of past techniques, in this case likely for defense purposes. Our troops would be well advised to watch them where they step in the future. Okay, Hell Weave. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's for... Ooh. Grants a bonus to soldier health but will return damage to any melee attackers. Grants a 100% chance to set them afire. That's pretty rough. Let's go ahead and go Gatekeeper.
This specimen, henceforth referred to as the Gatekeeper, seems to harbor considerable psionic power. As with the alien's other unique biomechanical field unit, it will take some time to decipher the systems involved in its function.
Alright, so let's see, what else have we got? We have...
New objective added.
Ooh, new objective. Okay, fair enough. Build the shadow chamber.
Developed a greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods. We can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
Okay. Let's see. What's
I
this?
know all too well of the human Reapers and their brutality in combat. They have slaughtered many of the Elders' minions and feasted upon the corpses of their prey. But we do not question their practices. If they would maintain their focus on breaking the false gods, then our alliance will hold.
Alright, so I'm not going to go for the bond with Mox and the other guy, just because it is fairly low. I don't think we can realistically afford... Oh, we've done these already. Oh no, okay, how are we gonna make this work? Can we reduce power consumption somewhere? We have 148 supplies. We have 2 power left over. We need something extra somewhere. How do we do this? Resistance contacts. Definitely need to maintain those. We could go... What's this? Resistance ring. That's for covert actions. That's not going to change. Infirmary's definitely not going to get changed. Do we have to remove one of these buildings? Training center. Well, we definitely want this for all of our upgrades. Scilab we're going to want to keep. Power relays necessary. How on earth do we make all of this stuff fit? That is a great question. I may need to have a ponder about this. Let's just have a look. That is no extra power, but it does cost more. And over here, that would also cost more power, but again, that's unnecessary because we can't... Alright, well, maybe we're going to have to cull one of these buildings. That is unfortunate. I'd really prefer not to have to do that. Guerrilla Tactics School. Actually, if we have a quick look there, we can give people benefits. You know what? I don't care about the hacking for our Reaper. Let's just pick up our parkour. We may as well. And then from here... yeah, we can't train anyone specifically, so maybe we go ahead and... If we cancel that building... hang on a second, how do we destroy this thing? Oh, training center has a bond improvement. Ooh. Sentinel and... Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. It's only 3 days. Yeah, between Scorch and Sentinel, I think that could be really good. We may as well improve the bond. And then... Yeah, I guess we're just going to go to the bridge for now. We don't have enough supplies to build the things, so... We will just figure out... Yeah. I'll have a think about whether we need to remove
new discoveries, Commander.
Yeah, whether we need to remove one of those buildings so we can make everything fit. Or whether we put something in the wrong area. We'll have to find out later. Right, let's look at more research.
I have come to suspect that this creature's unusual appearance is somehow directly connected to its notable psionic aptitude. The aliens always have some reasoning to their actions, even as twisted as it is often revealed to be.
Alright then, let's have a look at the report for the Gatekeeper, codename Barrett. Having encountered a number of aliens capable of wielding psionic power, it should come as no surprise that their aptitude and abilities are often unique to a given species. In this case, the subject, henceforth referred to as the Gatekeeper, is on the extreme end of the spectrum in terms of psionic sensitivity. However, our efforts to analyze the subject so far have revealed little in terms of its actual purpose or intention in the field. Unlike the Codex, so far we've found nothing that would allow the Gatekeeper to open or control a rift. All current indications point to an unusually independent, unpredictable species. And an alien psi-amp. Well, we will definitely get that working. Let's go ahead and just pick up the Spectre autopsy.
Referred to by our troops in the field simply as a Spectre, it has so far been difficult to ascertain by what means this being is able to shift forms from a solid to gaseous state at will. I had theorized it could be a cloud of nanomachines, or perhaps even an insect swarm. However, those theories have proven false. while offering no new direction for my research.
Alright, well, we'll leave him to that. I think we're going to... yeah, continue this relay. Fantastic. Extra supplies right in time. Oh, and we get the bonus as well. Very good.
The Elders will overcome any possible lapse in confidence suffered in defeat on the battlefield.
Alright, now what do we want to do? We could go with some more intel. That's probably rather useful. We'll have supply drop in a few days. Otherwise... yeah, I think we just go ahead and scan unless... oh, hang on a second. That's an upgrade, that's an upgrade. Do we need... yeah, we would need an operative here. Maybe we could go there. That would be 19 increase. That would be 15. Yeah, let's go over here and build ourselves... oh wait, no, that's 250 supplies. Good grief. Alright, well... let's... oh, we gotta do something. Maybe we should try taking on one of these facilities at some point. We do have a couple available to us. And we don't have the intel for anything else. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to go ahead and grab the intel first. It will set us in the right direction. We have 3 days before we gain more supplies.
For Sector 13, South Africa.
Then we will go for the region bonus. I think that would be super helpful. And could potentially save us a little bit of pain. So we will do this. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, of course, sabotage. Fairly well handled.
We are victorious, and the cause is advanced.
Okay. Let's assign another one. Do we go for another one just for kicks and giggles? You know what? No. We're going to go here and grab the intel. Intel is kind of what we're after. 7 days? Yeah, no. We're going to go here and go... yes. Get the intel. Alright, we will gain an extra mobility. I'm thinking we might go ahead and chuck that on pancakes? We go pancakes or scorch. It's a 50-50. You know what? We're going to send pancakes just because he's a colonel. We can survive. And then the other soldier, again. We got to get David off being a squaddy. And a scientist we can easily send. So let's confirm. We will begin action.
We will begin the covert action immediately, Commander.
Alright. Just gain a little bit of intel.
Do you not yet understand the price of defying the Elders? Was the pacification of the settlement not enough to reform your ways?
Okay, fair enough. Do your best.
The Chosen are gonna do whatever it takes to get to you, Commander. Even if that means wiping out entire camps of Resistance supporters. We're their only line of defense.
Alright, so Stun Lancers get their thing.
Priority
That's
message
fine.
coming through, Commander. Putting
Right.
it on screen now.
It is unfortunate, Commander, that your recent efforts have proven to be so mediocre.
Yeah, well, doing a better job than that guy is. We're doing fine. 600 supplies, very good.
But this is something else entirely. I'm on a whole other level.
Yeah, well, it might be if he teleports up the stairs or down them. That's super annoying. Being able to teleport after taking damage, that sucks. It's going to make him much harder to pin down. Alright. Yeah. I think maybe we get... oh, we can't do this just yet. Resistance, cost of recruits for a month. Ah. Hang on a second, we should double check that. Reducing the retaliation in 2 weeks. We're about to get a retaliation anyway. Alright. Let's continue. Let's stay with what we have. Yeah. We're not going to get an extra one here because even after taking out their fellow, we still don't gain an extra space, so... let's just continue with what we got. 600 supplies, that is very good. Let's go ahead and, was there a scan for rookies? Where are they? Integrate areas, PCSs would be increased. No. Okay, well then I guess we're going to go ahead and scan. This one does 19, that one is still 15. That's what we're going to go do, install the radio relay.
For the Brazilian corridor.
Although I do wonder whether we're going to get an alert saying we need to defend our friends, because it did say imminent. So I'd be guessing within the week. Although this is only 3 days.
I'm sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
So there is a possibility. Alright, let's assign your research. So, Spectre Autopsy, codename Haunt. Despite having reviewed both reconnaissance footage and eyewitness accounts from our soldiers in the field, until I had seen this specimen in person, it did not fully register just how unusual it is. Known colloquially as a spectre, based on its shadowy form, in the field the subject is most often seen maintaining a roughly humanoid form. However, when moving or engaging in combat actions, this form is quickly broken to reveal the truly amorphous nature of the spectre. Although I had conceived of a number of theories as to how this was taking place, examples of swarming nanorobots, alien insects, perhaps even some sort of psionic particle matrix, it isn't immediately clear that any of those hypotheses are out of the realm of possibility. As of yet, we've found no means of recovering one of these spectres in their assembled form, leaving a little evidence as to their true composition. Although it would seem likely that the Spectre holds some intrinsic connection to the equally elusive Codex, their means of traversing our world are distinct enough to require a different approach if we hope to further our research. Refraction field. Okay. Using material recovered from the remains of the alien Spectre, refraction field technology will allow the equipped soldier to instantly enter concealment. However, the field can only be used once in combat. The device will be permanently removed from the soldier's inventory. Okay, so if everybody huddles,
although
you can make
similar
use
in
of
appearance
that.
to the psionic zombies we have encountered previously in our engagements with the aliens, all current indications are that these lost are the product of something else entirely. Prolonged exposure to the chemical agents first released in the earliest stages of the invasion seem to have turned these once innocent civilians into yet another form of the undead.
Mind you, that's probably a very nasty lost corpse, especially considering it's been quite some time since we last saw them. Alright, let's finish this relay. 3 days is fairly short.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
Alright, assign user research. So, codename Limbo. From the field reports I have managed to assemble, the first sightings of the lost likely occurred more than a decade ago, as members of an independent resistance cell in North America encountered what they referred to as at the time as infected. With little in the way of options, the cell leader, a man named Tony Cross, was ordered these infected to be destroyed on site. Knowing what we do now, I can say with confidence that Cross's order may very well have curbed the initial spread of the lost and saved us from yet another insurmountable threat. Conducting an autopsy on a subject culled from one of the lost swarms has proven to be among the more troubling and emotionally draining procedures I have faced in my time serving XCOM. It was clear from our initial discovery of these creatures in the field that they were once human, with most among them having been civilians. With that knowledge in mind, it fell to me to discover the cause of this extreme grotesque corruption of these unsuspecting victims. Based on their proximity to the abandoned cities of the invasion and the information gathered from various eyewitness accounts, our most plausible theory as to the origins of the lost revolves around the so-called fog pods, dropped throughout these cities during the earliest days after the aliens' arrival on Earth. The gas released from these pods was never fully studied, as the invasion took a turn for the worse and Earth's governments were focused entirely on defensive efforts. Unfortunately, with no sample of that particular toxin available today, our focus remains on the subject presented here. Much like the psionic zombies we have encountered previously, the Lost defy most known medical science that existed before the arrival of the aliens. Despite a catastrophic level of tissue decay, the Lost remain vigorous and agile in the field, attacking on what can only be blind impulse. Their senses are also inexplicably heightened. Where are we now? Okay, on the next paragraph, bother. Let's just wait 2 seconds, let this thing scroll. Arrival of the aliens. Despite the catastrophic level of tissue decay, the Lost remain vigorous and agile in the field, attacking on what can only be blind impulse. Their senses are also inexplicably heightened, as they are quickly drawn to the sounds of activity, to the delight of our troops. The traditional law of Earth still applies today, as any damage to the cranial tissue of the Lost, a headshot, has proven to be the absolute means of termination. As to what it is that changed these unfortunate souls into what they are today, or better still, what it is that drives their otherwise lifeless forms, we may never know. Good grief, that's a long report. Okay. We gained an ultrasonic lure, control movements in the field, deployed like a grenade, and yet wherever it's thrown, any Lost within sight of the target area will move to attack. Pretty cool. Alright, Shadow, yep. Let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, let's go ahead for construction time.
I will begin our research immediately.
Alright, and here we go. Just a couple of days. And...
Together, we have succeeded in our task.
Alright, I thought that was the end of it. That was close. Let's assign a new action.
We've got a shot at hitting the Elders hard, something we haven't tried before. You up for it, Commander?
Alright, what do we want? I would really love to find a rookie somewhere. A rookie would be absolutely what we would do if we could find. New ability points will match the new combat intelligence. That could be nice. Is this... It's not an improvement for just a single soldier, so I'm assuming this is for everybody? Supplies... Second cell construction... Yeah, again... Not really what we're after. I think we go ahead and try the combat intelligence. I think that's going to be what we go for. Also send Pancakes yet again so he can be one speedy boy. Let's go ahead and send out a scientist as well. Actually, I just realized I'm not familiar with that name. I don't know if that's... Yeah. Alright, well, either way, we will send Pancakes out.
Covert is our specialty. And let's just hope your people can keep up.
Alright, let's go... What's going on here? Bond for Olsen and Martin. Again, I don't think... Let's just ignore that for 2 seconds. Let's check our roster. 2 soldiers. So we have Olsen here. And
the
Martin.
Propaganda machine is running full steam.
I don't think that's
We're
worth
picking
it.
up their transmissions even way out in the middle of nowhere.
Alright, well then, let's finish this thing. I'm sure we're about to have a retaliation. Alright, supplies are up. We now gained a volunteer army. That will be super effective. Let's go ahead and go to... where do we go? We don't have enough intel for most things. We don't have one in New Indonesia. We don't have one in Europe. Maybe we go ahead and just try and build another one here. So we can... I don't know, what is this? If we go here... Yeah, that'll improve the costs for here and there. I think we just go for this one up in Europe. That's an improvement of 13. This one is an improvement of... What's that? 18. Technically that's better. Although this one here is also a 16. kind of want to stick around here because I think this is where we're going to have a retaliation site. Just if I was to take a guess. So let's go ahead and... lightly wounded or PCSs. You know what? We'll go for this one first. We may as well. We've already got the Oceania one. Let's build this one as this is in Asia, and that will at least account towards that. Yeah.
Setting course for India.
Actually, we should probably check if there's a bunch of supplies we could be picking up, because that should be fairly instant. Apparently we could pause between destinations. Alright, let's check. We have scientists in 6 days, relay, black market, healing. Okay. We don't get a supply drop at this point. That's in 18 days. Alright, fair enough.
This will prove to have been an important breakthrough.
Alright, now that we got that, spare parts. Cool. I don't know what this does. Providing all project... Oh, costs will be cheaper.
I will make that our highest priority.
I guess since we've finished what we have, they're just trying to give us everything we could theoretically get. Again, we're not going to do Olsen and David. We're going to try and get this finished. Yeah, I would like to bring out a... Oh, here we go, retaliation. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do this.
I wouldn't notice this quaint little refuge of theirs.
Course for Sector 3, Brazil.
Alright, so from this means we can probably pull out our Spark once again. Had I have thought about it, I would have brought him on the last mission. But I am keen to see how that goes. So you know what? We're going to... Let's just remove and build from scratch. Make sure we are doing what we should. First of all, let's go all the way down here. Let's bring out Mark 1 of Hope. What have you got? Rocket launcher or flamethrower? I think we're going to go with the rocket launcher. We have the Illyrium phase cannon. That is the coolest one we got. Anodized chassis. Powered bit. We have no other real choices there. Okay. Seems good. Next, soldier. No utility. Alright, well, either way. We will then go... who else do we need to bring out? We have... you already. Oh, sorry. This robot already. Who else do we bring along? I think maybe we bring out Top Notch. We do need a sniper, and he is not yet a colonel. So let's go ahead and give him a fancy gun. Yeah. We don't have much in the way of choices there. Free auto reloader. Seems good enough to me. Actually, we should also put the spider suit. Hang on, let's make weapons available. Utility available. And armor. Alright. Spider suit. That is fantastic for our snipers. Let's also give him the... I think we go Talon rounds. Yeah, they get... he has bonuses towards critical chances, so let's give that to him. Plasma Lance. Yes, let's give him the scope in the magazine. That's far better. Alright, it is good to know that when we upgrade our weapons, even though the... the customizations are fixed to that weapon, they get buffed up to the same level as if it's the same weapon being improved. So we're good with that. Then what next do we go? Let's go Wild Child for our Grenadier. Or do we bring Morel? You know what? I feel bad for Morel. He has been with us for a very long time and he's still not even a colonel. Let's bring him. Also too, we should probably bring out his bondmate, Elena. After all, that might help him get a couple more kills. Let's give him the blue screens. He has the superior hair trigger and expanded mag. I think that looks fairly reasonable. Plasma grenade, let's swap that to an acid. Alright, that seems fairly good. Alright. On Elena, let's give you the Shadow Lance. With the everything. Powered Reaper armor, we don't really get much of a choice. Claymore is still the same. Actually, no, what we should do? We should double check our build items. Is there anything we are yet to do? Yeah, let's go with the Hell Weave. Let's try that out. And then... yeah, that's all we can afford. That's fine, I'm happy with that. And then, so what have we got? Who else should we add? Hang on a second. How difficult is this meant to be? Very difficult. Okay, so it's not really... can't be too silly in our choices. Not that we were ever going to be, but... oh, let's maybe bring out Scorch yet again. She still needs some leveling up. And who's your bondnet mate? Sentinel. Okay. Well then, just because this is a very difficult mission, let's bring Sentinel out. So that means we've got, what? 2 colonels, 3 mages, and a squire. Which I think is still the base one for the robots. Okay. Let's just double check his weapons are what we want. Hair trigger and stock? Or do we go auto loader? Yeah, we're going to go with the auto loader. We're going to go... oh, hang on. We're going to switch him into the war suit. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. Yeah, he's got himself a rocket launcher, plasma grenade. Actually, no, we don't want a plasma grenade. We want a med kit. Alright. Gorge. Let's give you... you still have your fancy gauntlets. Let's go ahead and try... do we go stasis or Hellweave? Yeah. Well, in addition to causing direct damage on melee attackers, Hellweave has a chance to set them aflame. It also gives health. So that would be... +1? Or, sorry, a +3, okay. We also have a 3 here, but there is some regen. As much as I would... I think we're going to go ahead and... you know what, no, we're going to try it. We may as well. We have really good healing. I don't think the stasis suit will be a life and death change. Weapons are upgraded. Yes, yes, yes. And actually, let's check his Illyrium phase cannon. I don't think we've given him any benefits to his weapon. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and put some cool stuff there. Let's go with the advanced auto loader. That way, if we do use our overdrive, we can take plenty of shots. Yes. And then on top of that, advanced hair trigger for a chance at an extra shot. You know what? I think that's actually really beneficial on a mech like this. So let's go with that. And you know what? Let's give that a fancy new... ooh. That's pretty good. I like that. We're going to go with this. And then any patterns? Sure, let's give him the hearts. Since he is hopeful, bringing nothing but love for us and everything else to the enemies. Let's just double check. Soldier abilities. You have nothing there. Alright, fair enough. We should also just quickly scroll through our other soldiers just to make sure there's no AP remaining. Soldier ability, we have 1. Yes. Next soldier, we should probably try that out. 8. Blast, padding, or suppression. Honestly, I'm not really too phased. Oh, hang on, this is going through everybody. Yeah, AP 5 again, not enough. Let's back on out there. So we've gone through top notch and smash. Let's check Elena. Soldier abilities, come on. Nothing there. We could technically pick up something, but I think we're going to hold off just for now. Yeah. Let's go... Scorch. Yeah, there are a few abilities here that we would like to pick up, like Parry. After a rent, prevent all damage. Yeah, that's a guarantee. Far more beneficial than a chance at deflecting. Well, actually, here's a question. When the Templar has 2 or more focus, there is a chance to reflect incoming shots. Okay. No, we're not going to take the chance. I think it was recommended in the comments of the UFO one, I think it was, that we should pick up Parry. Yeah, I definitely see that we're in a fair bit of trouble there. I think we're definitely going to go ahead and pick that up, especially since that's her primary method of killing. Well worth spending some of our XCOM AP there. Just because you can get left in some really terrible dangles at times. Alright, and then let's just double check soldier abilities for Ishikawa. No AP. Alright then. Now that we've done that, and we have equipped everybody's weapons appropriately, we will leave that here for Manic Justice, a Haven Assault Defense. So we will come back with that in the next one, so if you do want to see that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the only way to guarantee you can see all of the future episodes. As well as if you would still like a character, I'm more than happy to still oblige, even though we're feeling on the second half of the campaign. So yes, do let me know in the comments below if you want a character and a specialization, and I will see what I can do. And then if that is everything, once you've done that, I will see you in the next one. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.